Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. Christ, another reboot. Seriously, has Hollywood really lost so much creativity it's now looking for something to scrape at the bottom of a barrel that barely has anything worth scraping anymore? Wow, that was unexpected. Well, scat femme fatales and debonair cliched villains, this is The Naked Gun 2025. The Naked Gun sees Frank Drebin Jr. Yes, his son.
How are the children?
We didn't have any children.
Oh, yes, of course.
Best not to think about it too much. He's played by Liam Neeson, who unfortunately, after foiling a bank robbery, a murder case also falls in his lap, and the more he investigates, the more coffee he consumes. Oh yeah, and he also finds out the murder and the robbery is connected to a guy named Crane, played by Danny Houston, who wants to start afresh with humanity using a plot device. No, literally, an actual plot device that turns people into hostile psychos, and Drebin must confide in the help of Miss Davenport, played by Pamela Anderson, to take down Crane once and for all, and hopes that the next chili dog and coffee doesn't make him, well, you know. I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard news of this reboot, I rolled my eyes and thought, really? And the trailers didn't blow my skirt up either, despite the odd chuckle. The original Naked Gun movies had really clever people who were smart enough to know how to make the dumb humour work, and still come across genius, and most spoofs that try to mimic that style of parody have rarely worked. And without the Zucker brothers or Abrams at the helm, I was sceptical this could recapture the magic of the original movies. Well, thank God I was wrong. This was fun, funny, and that's it. The entire cast plays it straight. The exact same approach Nielsen, Kennedy and Simpson did in their roles. Liam Neeson surprisingly does a good job as Frank Drebin Jr. playing the role dead seriously while still being aware of what kind of movie he is in. And he and Pamela Anderson actually have some great chemistry. Anderson has never been one I've considered a great actress, though I am a fan of work. But credit where it's due, she sells the femme fatale role and seems to have a gift for comedy. Actually, thinking about it, she's always been at her best in the more comedic roles. Yeah, she was typecast because of certain qualities, but her and Neeson make it work. Every time they're on screen together, I found them endearing. Danny Houston looks like he's having fun as villain Crane, and C.H. Pounder brings her usual gravitas as Drebin's angry boss. Both the visual gags and dialogue are clever, absurd, and come thick and fast at machine gun speed. The dialogue has the everyday expressions being taken too literally, as well as the misunderstandings. There's no bias agenda push, and it sets out what it needs to do. Give the audience some dumb humour that blends that fine line of mean-spirited absurdity and goofy charm. And honestly, that's all I can say without giving away a lot of the funniest moments, as there is tons, and if you've avoided a lot of the promos, there will be a lot of laughs in store. It doesn't stop this from being inferior to the original trilogy. It does lack the pathos of the Abrams and Zucker versions, and not all the jokes hit. I mean, for example, there's a gag reminiscent of the first date between Frank and Jane in the first Naked Gun, but this time involving a snowman. It was funny, but could have been cut down. Paul Walter Hauser as Ed Hocken Jr. lacks the personality of George Kennedy's version. In the original, Kennedy brought a sadness to the part that made you feel a little sorry for him, which only made his character funnier when you had to watch him react to the insanity Frank got him involved in. Hauser is funny, but he just feels like he's there. CCH Pounder also felt a little underused. She was one of the best actresses out there, and she's perfectly cast as the more grounded authority figure in the same vein as the mayor in the first two, who had to deal with Frank's incompetence, and the movie could have used more moments with her, but thankfully the scenes she does have, she still makes work to her advantage. The humour also does play it a little too safe at times. Like, for example, there's a scene where Frank is being celebrated for catching his 1000th bad guy. And if they changed the sound to killing his 1000th bad guy, it probably would have been a bit more funnier. Because, I mean, if you watch the originals, Frank has pretty much got a lot of innocent people killed.
Yes, well, when I see 5 weirdos dressed in togas stabbing a guy in the middle of the park in full view of 100 people, I shoot the bastards. That's my policy.
That was a Shakespeare in the Park production of Julius Caesar, you moron. You killed 5 actors.
And lastly, there's no police siren opening credit. The movie just has the title pop up. Yeah, it's done in a humorous way, but come on, let's see the police car drive around, causing trouble in the most bizarre scenarios again. It's a Naked Gun movie, for Christ's sake. It's not going to please everyone, and not every joke hits its mark. And while this fails to reach the heights of the original movies, The Naked Gun is a fast-paced, well-intentioned reboot that throws every gag it possibly can at you, and is constantly firing on all cylinders. And whether you beautiful bastards are Northern, English or not, thanks for watching, and do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support this channel, then the links are in the description below. But right now, that's me done, and I'm off to the pub.